I never thought I'd be in a position where I'd have to pray for a chance at heaven. An atheist my whole life, I've always dismissed the notion. But now, crouched inside a deep freezer while those things ravage my house, I'm desperate. Their muffled screeches echo through the walls. Unholy sounds that shouldn't exist. The guttural screams, the heavy thuds, the shattering glass. They're tearing apart everything I own, everything that meant something to me. The foul stench of decay permeates the air, thick and nauseating, as if death itself had settled over the house. But all I can do is wait. It's freezing in here, the cold biting into my skin. But I'd rather freeze to death than let them do to me what they did to— No, I can't think about that right now. I need to stay focused, though it's only a matter of time before they find me. It's almost laughable, really. My only day off in weeks, and I'm trying to figure out strange noises coming from the walls. Next thing I know, I'm hiding for my life. Then, suddenly, everything goes quiet. Too quiet. The knocking, the screaming, the chaos. All gone. It's as if someone turned off the world's noise. The only thing I can hear is my heart slowing as the cold creeps in. The numbness spreading through my body. I can't stay here. How long have I been inside? Feels like hours. Maybe I can make it to my car. But when I reach for my pockets, panic sets in. I don't have my keys. They're upstairs, in my room. And God knows where that thing is. I take a deep breath, summoning whatever courage I have left. Slowly, I push the freezer door open, just a crack. The kitchen is unrecognizable, ransacked, mutilated. The refrigerator has been thrown through a wall, like some sick joke. I always joked I didn't keep much in it anyway, being a bachelor with no kids. But now, that hollow joke does nothing to ease the dread. The stench is stronger out here, almost suffocating. My eyes water as I take in the destruction, the broken remnants of my life scattered across the floor. I scan the room, listening, but there's only silence. My breathing is loud in the stillness. Carefully, I push the freezer door the rest of the way open and step out, making sure not to step on broken glass. One wrong move and I'm dead. I edge my way through the kitchen, heart pounding in my chest. Every step feels like an eternity. I reach the doorway, glance around the corner into the hallway, and stop dead in my tracks. There, lying in the middle of the hallway, is my dog. Or at least what's left of him. His body is there, but his skin is gone. He's lying there, lifeless, a raw, exposed mass of muscle and sinew, his eyes wide open in terror. My breath catches in my throat, and I feel a wave of confusion and despair wash over me. I want to cry, to scream, to do something, but I can't. I'm frozen, staring at the grotesque sight before me, my mind unable to process the horror. Tears sting my eyes as I choke back a sob. This can't be real. It has to be a nightmare. But the smell, the sight, the reality of it all, it's too vivid, too raw to be anything but real. I force myself to look away, my chest tightening with grief and rage. I need to move, to get out of here, but my legs feel like lead. With a shaky breath, I drag my gaze away from my dog and force myself to move. One step at a time, I inch my way toward the stairs, each creak of the wood sounding like a gunshot. I pause, straining to hear any sign of movement. Nothing. I take another step, then another until I'm at the top. My room is just down the hall, the door slightly ajar. I inch forward, praying the silence holds. I push the door open, scanning the room. It's untouched, like a small pocket of safety in the chaos. My keys are on the dresser, just a few feet away. I grab them, my hand trembling. Then, I hear it. A floorboard creaking behind me. My blood runs cold as I slowly turn around. It's there. The thing, standing in the doorway, its eyes locking onto mine. It's much larger than I had imagined, towering over me, filling the doorway with its grotesque, humanoid presence. Its skin is a wrinkled, raisin-like mess, shriveled and tight, the texture of something ancient and unnatural. The shape is human-like, but twisted, with limbs too long, a face too angular, and a mouth that stretches impossibly wide. This abomination is something that would hide under your bed, the kind of monster you'd tell your parents about, but they'd never believe you, or maybe they just couldn't see it. The smell hits me first, an overpowering stench of rot and decay, as if the very air around it was putrefying. Its eyes gleam with malevolent intent as it opens its mouth, revealing rows of jagged, rotting teeth. A low, guttural growl rumbles from its throat, and that's when I see it. The blood on its claws, the matted fur stuck to its twisted fingers. My dog. It had killed my dog. Rage and horror flood through me, but I barely have time to react before it lunges at me. It's not just here to kill me. It wants to steal my skin, to wear it like some twisted trophy. I don't think. I just run. But I'm too slow. The creature slams into me with the force of a freight train, its gnarled fingers digging into my arm. I feel the searing pain as it rakes across my skin, trying to peel it away. I scream and twist, yanking myself free, but it's too strong. We crash to the floor, the impact knocking the wind out of me. I thrash and kick, desperate to get away, but it's on top of me now, its putrid breath hot against my face. It's clawing at my chest, tearing at my shirt, the fabric ripping easily under its inhuman strength. I can feel it trying to get under my skin, its nails digging in, pulling at the flesh. The pain is blinding, but adrenaline fuels me, and I manage to get a hand free. I grab the lamp from the bedside table and swing it with all my might. The creature screeches as the lamp smashes into its head, momentarily dazed. I push it off me, scrambling to my feet. My chest burns where its claws dug in, blood soaking through my torn shirt. I stumble toward the door, but as I reach for the handle, I hear a noise behind me, something rustling in the closet. I freeze, terror flooding my veins as I slowly turn. The closet door creaks open, and another creature emerges. This one smaller but no less horrifying. It's humanoid as well, but with a grotesque twist. Its eyes are a sickly yellow, glowing with a predatory hunger. Its body is covered in matted flesh, a grotesque patchwork of animal and human skin, stitched together in a hideous parody of life. The sight of it, covered in pieces of the dead, is almost too much to bear. It slithers toward me, its movements unnervingly fast, and I realize with a cold dread that I'm trapped. The first creature has recovered and is advancing on me again, its eyes locked on mine with a predatory focus. The smaller one is now blocking the only exit, its sharp teeth bared in a sinister grin. They're working together, closing in on me from both sides. I have no choice. I grab the chair from the corner of the room and hurl it at the smaller creature. It crashes into the closet door, but the creature dodges, skittering to the side. The distraction gives me just enough time to bolt toward the window. I don't have a plan. I just know I need to get out. I slam the window open and throw myself through it, glass shattering around me as I fall. The drop to the ground is jarring, the impact sending pain shooting up my legs. But I don't stop. I scramble to my feet, blood trickling from cuts and scrapes as I run. I can hear them behind me, the sound of their pursuit a terrifying reminder that they're not far behind. I sprint toward my car, fumbling with the keys as I reach it. My hands are shaking, slick with blood, but somehow I manage to unlock the door. I dive inside and slam the door shut just as something heavy hits the car's side. The engine roars to life, and I peel out of the driveway, tires screeching. In the rearview mirror, I see them standing in the road, watching as I speed away, their twisted forms slowly disappearing into the night. But then, to my horror, the larger creature begins to stretch something over its misshapen body. It's my skin torn from my arm during the struggle. I watch in revulsion as it pulls the ragged piece of my flesh over its own, a grotesque mockery of what it should be. The sight of it, wearing my skin like some kind of sick prize, sends a fresh wave of terror through me. I don't know where I'm going. I just drive, my heart racing, hands gripping the steering wheel. I'm alive. Somehow, I'm alive. But as the adrenaline fades, a single thought chills me more than the cold ever could. They're still out there, and they know where I live.